Hello my dear friends, welcome to Movie Revisit. Hope you all are good. Today I am going to review a horror film named The Curse of La Llorona. A scene from Mexico in 1673 was displayed at the beginning of the film. A family is depicted, which includes a husband and wife, as well as their 2 children. They were completely content with their lifestyles. A young girl who was alone was shown looking for her mother. While searching for her mother, he stumbles upon a lake where he discovers her mother murdering his brother by sinking him under the water. The toddler becomes terrified and attempts to flee, but her mother pursues him. Capture him and transport him to a safe location. After then, a scene from the year 1973 is presented. Here is a picture of Anna, a woman who lives with her 2 children, Samantha and Chris. She was living a solitary existence because her late husband was a police officer. Anna looks after her children and manages everything on her own. Aside from that, Anna worked in the social services department. The primary goal of this department was to determine whether or not parents were raising their children nicely or not. In the office, Anna discovers that a woman named Patricia has been assigned to her case. To one of his colleagues, Anna was in charge of this case for a long time. This irritates Anna. Then his supervisor informs him that he is already overburdened. She also has to care for her family on her own. This was the rationale for entrusting the case to a third party. Anna, on the other hand, isn't convinced. She claims to be familiar with Patricia and to have faith in me. And I've seen her kids grow up right in front of my eyes. Nobody else, she claims, can handle this matter as well as she can. Anna's manager eventually agrees with her and assigns the identical case to her again. Patricia's children were not attending school, according to a phone call. Anna was now required to pay a visit to their residence. Her supervisor requests that she bring a police officer with her. And Anna, accompanied by a police officer, arrives at Patricia's house. First and foremost, Patricia bans anyone from entering the house. Then Anna tells her that she will come inside alone. Patricia then permits her to enter. Patricia was clearly afraid, as Anna notices. Then she inquires about her children. They are fine, she claims. Anna, on the other hand, was unable to see her children's. Then Anna notices a door that says. Many pictures of eyes were drawn. Anna approaches the front door. Patricia, on the other hand, is enraged with her. She tries to kill Anna by attacking her. The policeman appears out of nowhere and arrests Patricia. During this time, Anna removes Patricia's key from her neck. Patricia instructs her not to open the door, but Anna does so. Patricia's 2 children were on the other side of the door. Both of them were terrified. They tell Anna that if she doesn't lock the door, he'll kill us. Anna has no idea what those kids were talking about when they said La Llorona. Those children were then placed in a child service shelter. Anna notices a charge sign on their palms. The kids then claim that she was the one who committed the crime. Anna was still perplexed as to who they were speaking about. After that, Anna returns to her house, but Patricia's children are murdered by La Llorona. Sinking them in water is a good way to do it. La Llorona, on the other hand, was constantly crying while sinking them. That is why she has been dubbed the Weeping Woman. Patricia's children had drowned in the water, and Anna receives a call. Anna reaches out and requests that her children remain in the vehicle. She parks the car far away from her house so that her children are unaware of the situation. Patricia approaches the dead bodies, and Anna simply reaches near them. She tells Anna, "You have killed my children." And she claims there was only one night left before she would spare us. Anna inquires, "Who did you get that from?" "From La Llorona," Patricia responds. Patricia is then taken into custody by the police. Samantha fell asleep in the car while Chris was awake. He gets out of the car and gently reaches for the lifeless victims. Where he listens someone crying. This was no other but La Llorona. Who was it that was calling Chris and then vanished? Then she reaches out to Chris and takes his burnt hand in hers. Chris also develops the same scorching indication in his and Patricia's children's. Chris becomes apprehensive. When he returns to the automobile, La Llorona reaches out to him. And he begins to be terrified. La Llorona wants to get inside the automobile as well. Then Anna arrives and drives them back to their home. When Anna arrives at church the next morning, he notices Rafael Oliveira, a doctor. He was using his magic to resurrect people, and then they were resurrected. Anna asks Father about La Llorona and Father tells him everything about La Llorona. Samantha, who was playing at home, notices La Llorona as well. Samantha's hand is held by Llorona, who cures her as well. Then a blazing symbol appears on her hand. When Anna returns home, she sees Samantha, who is terrified. Anna inquires about the burning wounds on her hands, to which she responds that she fell somewhere. A detective named Cooper, who was a friend of Anna's husband, pays a visit to her home. Cooper informs Anna that the police are skeptical of Patricia's claims that she murdered her children. Patricia, on the other hand, claims that she was present in the church at the time of the murder, as do witnesses. Cooper provides Anna the file so that he may learn more about Patricia's case. Raphael then appears at Patricia's house and gathers Llorona tears. Anna was looking through Patricia's file late at night when she saw someone sighing. When she exits, she notices Chris approaching, and the main door automatically opens. And it appears that some sort of magical power has found its way within. Anna puts Chris to sleep and goes in search of Samantha. At the same time, someone throws Patricia's file documents to the floor. Then Anna notices that there is another person in the room. Then she notices Llorona in Samantha's room for the first time. Before she can react, the door to her chamber closes on its own, and Llorona enters. Samantha and Chris enter the room, and Anna asks her to leave. Anna puts them to sleep on her bed, but she doesn't sleep for the entire night. She couldn't sleep because she couldn't sleep. Anna is on her way to meet Patricia. Patricia, on the other hand, feels Anna accountable for the deaths of her children. Patricia's hands also have a burnt sign on them, which Anna notices. Llorona, Patricia claims, was the perpetrator. Anna will now listen to her children's cries and accompany them on her journey. Patricia also mentions that I have requested that Llorona return my children. Take Anna's children in exchange. Someone is crying, and Chris hears it. Llorona first scares him, then drags him down the steps. Anna, on the other hand, emerges and drives him to the hospital. When the doctor notices a burnt sign on Cher's hand, he contacts the social services department. Cooper and Donna, and his co-workers, pay her a visit late at night. They also want to find out if Anna is abusing her children. Whether or not she tortures her children. Anna then inquires about Llorona. Then he tells you everything you need to know about Llorona. Llorona, on the other hand, was drowning Samantha in water, but Anna intervened. And she is saved. Llorona then curses Anna as well. And Anna succeeds, leaving with her children from the situation. Anna goes to church to meet her father, and she learns about the Annabelle doll from him. That he got harmed by Annabelle doll when he was carrying her home. He also claims that such objects are possessed by the devil. And the church will assist them, but it may take several weeks for them to attend church services. But Anna is short on time, so her father suggests Raphael. Anna brings her children to Raphael, who first refuses to help them. However, for whatever reason, he becomes willing to assist children. Raphael brings whatever he thinks will be useful in this process with him. And he attempts to learn about magical powers with the help of his magical mats and eggs. When eggs were being cracked, they were black on the interior, indicating the presence of demonic force. Raphael strews his magic gear throughout the house. As the night began to fall, Llorona's abilities grow stronger at night. Raphael uses all of his resources, including his words, to save Anna and her children. Raphael instructs Chris on the construction of the fire tree cross. Only fire trees were present while Llorona was murdering her children. At that time, the fire trees were sobbing. The sole evidence of this was the presence of fire trees. All of Anna's abilities fade away in front of it. Raphael claims that this is a formidable devil against whom we should all unite. Then he cleans Llorona's tears with his wonderful words, in order for him to be able to use it against her. When night falls, they receive word that Llorona is on her way. Raphael also keeps Anna and her two children in a candlelit circle. Then Llorona sneezes, and all the candles go out due to her terrible abilities. Llorona begins by attacking Anna, then moves on to Chris. Chris is dragged outside by Llorona, but Raphael holds him back. He then pours those tears into Llorona's eyes. Her face starts to burn as tears fall on it, yet she is still alive. She wasn't done yet. Raphael plants seeds for fire trees near the front door. Due to the existence of these seeds, she is unable to enter. She becomes enraged and attempts to enter through the back door. And they're all attempting to shut the back door. Llorona set up this trap so that everyone's attention would be drawn to the back door, so that she could simply enter. After that, she tries to drag Samantha after her with her doll. Samantha notices her doll standing outside the door and goes to retrieve her. Samantha looks after the seeds that she is not allowed to cross and that Anna reaches. She prohibits Anna from carrying the doll and approaches her. Samantha, on the other hand, plays with her doll. She breaks the seeds line as she tries to drag her. During this time, Llorona carries Samantha out of the room, and the door closes on its own. Samantha is drowned by Llorona in an attempt to kill her. However, Anna arrives to save her. She dives into the water as well. As Anna tries to help Samantha, Llorona assaults her as well. He also tries to kill her. Raphael then reaches out and uses his powers to clean the pool. Llorona was forced to leave the pool, and Anna and Samantha were rescued. They take Samantha inside after seeing Anna carrying Llorona locket. Samantha makes an attempt to go outside. Raphael claims Llorona has her under her control. And every time Llorona rang her doorbell, she was going to approach her. Raphael advises that we save these children until Llorona departs. Anna, like Patricia before her, locks her children's belongings in the cupboard. Llorona, on the other hand, was still waiting for the kids outdoors. Anna displays the pendant she removed from Llorona's neck to Raphael. Raphael requests that Anna save it. This would be used against her. A woman crosses the seed line and approaches the children's after a time. Samantha believed that if she handed Chris and Samantha over to Llorona, they would be safe. She would then restore her children to her. Raphael attempts to stop Patricia, but she kills him by shooting him. Also, the seeds line is broken. Llorona now has the possibility to enter the house. As soon as she enters, she assaults Anna and throws her to the basement. Its door also locks on its own. She then shuts all of the room's doors. As a result, children are not permitted to go outside. Chris ascends with the locket in his hand. Chris and Samantha hide themselves in store and Llorona also reaches there. Chris shows Llorona her locket just as she was about to kill them. When she saw her locket in his hands, she was shocked. Llorona changes into a normal lady. Llorona takes the necklace from her children and kisses Chris as if he were her own child. She then begins to cry. Patricia is now aware of her blunder. She unlocks the door for Anna. Anna sprints up the stairs. Raphael, who has never died, also arrives there. When Llorona was holding Chris and crying, on the other hand, the cloth that had been covering the mirror then vanishes. And when she looks in the mirror, she transforms back into a witch. And then the mirror disintegrates. Chris is dragged up and thrown outdoors by Llorona. During this time, Anna arrives, and Chris and Samantha approach her. When Llorona tries to approach them for the purpose of murder, Raphael tosses a fire tree cross into the mix. Anna takes the cross and inserts it into the body of Llorona. Llorona vanishes as a result of that cross. And then everything returns to normal. And with that, the film comes to a close. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe the channel and press the bell icon to get a notification every time I upload a new video. Thanks for watching. Bye.